You will most likely have a moment in your life where something happens that rocks your world. I'm not talking about a breakup or losing a job or a financial crisis. Those things are valid, don't get me wrong, but it's not the feeling I'm describing. I'm talking about an experience where your entire world is shaken to its core, where you drop to your knees and you hear sounds come out of you that you haven't heard before. Doing any daily tasks feels impossible. You look back on the week prior and beg to God to have the problems and concerns that you had then. I can't tell you what this experience will be for you. I know what mine have been, and I don't want you to run around fearing your own, but I do hope that you'll remember some of what I say. In December of 2020, I lost my dad to pancreatic cancer 9 months after he was diagnosed. I watched the strongest man that I've ever known wither away defenselessly. 6 months after that, I lost my soulmate to a fentanyl overdose. He was the most amazing dad, and he was in recovery and relapsed and took something that was laced with fentanyl. Our son had just turned 2. He was the most amazing human being that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. 6 months later, his best friend and my son's godfather passed away from the same circumstances. I didn't think I could possibly make it, and as a newly single mother, the weight of the world was on my shoulders, and I could barely function with daily tasks. It has been almost 3 years, and I can tell you that I'm okay. How do you keep moving when your world screeches to a halt and lands in a nightmare? These are some suggestions for those who feel like nothing will ever be okay. Do not isolate. Connect to people who've walked through similar pain, whatever yours is. They will bring you slivers of comfort in moments that you feel like you can't get through. Next, spiritually, find a higher power. Choose to believe that something has your back, and I promise you will see the fruits of that faith. Get your blood moving. I know it's hard to do anything when deep emotional pain radiates through your being, but it's the best thing you can do. Brain gets flooded with dopamine and endorphins and gets rid of the chemicals that are keeping you stressed and anxious. Yoga and running, specifically for me, were so pivotal. Get a therapist. People resist getting a therapist, and I don't understand it for the life of me. All struggle, and it helps to have somebody who understands the human brain and patterns. Get into nature. Take your shoes off, breathe in the air, hug a fucking tree. These are desperate times, and you may think some of this sounds crazy, but oh well, it's go time. Journal. Even if you write, I'm miserable over and over again, eventually more will come out and it'll keep the pain flowing outward. Lastly, give yourself grace and let it all out. Scream, cry, flail around in your room, punch pillows. Whatever feels like expression to you, just do it. Somewhere along the line, society told us that we had to keep our emotions in. Now here we are as a collective struggling with disease and mental health disorders. Emotions are beautiful and part of the whole human experience. Don't let anyone tell you differently. I'm not a professional. I'm just a person telling you my own experience of what it's like walking through hell. Sometimes that's the most valuable thing we can give to someone else. Pain shared is pain lessened, and vulnerability is actually strength. I still feel loads of pain at times, and it's not going anywhere. I do feel a lot of joy though too. See the world as if I lost my vision and was given new eyes. Pain has this way of making life more beautiful, but we have to give it permission.